listen close. This is your brain on skills, listen close. And how we represent the real, listen close. This is your brain on skills, listen close. And how we represent the real. Yeah. Definitely represent the kind, the vibe.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about this press conference because it was pretty crazy. We have Ryan Garcia versus Rolando Romero. We also have Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez. And finally, we have Teofimo Lopez versus Arnold Barboza, which is going to be a really good fight. But let's see what they had to say. And I'll also interject while we're listening to the press conference. Let's get it.
Arnold says that you've been avoiding him. He's wanted this fight for a long time, probably since you first stepped up from lightweight to junior welterweight. He's wanted this fight. Why hasn't it happened until now?
Why hasn't it happened till now? I mean, look, I'm just focus on fights, man. Just focus on big fights. I don't think Barboza is that type, but you know, His Excellency, they asked for the fight. They think that it's a great fight, lucrative fight for this card, and hey, what can I do?
When it was first brought up to you a couple of years ago, when both of you guys were Top Rank, were you thinking that he hasn't achieved enough, or he doesn't have a big enough name, or what was the reason?
Look, I think, like, stylistically, he's a strong fighter, strong Mexican fighter. I mean, you know, we've seen those in the past and everything. I just think that, I think it's just the way Top Rank. I mean, Brad Jacobs is here alongside with me. I mean, he could probably give you guys more in detail in that form. I don't think that he had that eye. All
right. Before we talk to Brad Jacobs, let's talk.
He's 32. Hold on, wait. But like, he's 32-0. He just got an interim world title. At 15 fights, I got my first world title, and I won it at Madison Square Garden.
I mean, from Teofimo Lopez, we heard a lot of excuses. He obviously avoided not just Arnold Barboza, but other fighters like Devin Haney. He could have fought with Devin Haney. He also could have fought with for a unification bout with Subriel Matias, but obviously at that time Subriel Matias apparently was injured in the hand. But it is really interesting how they try to look for Subriel Matias, knowing that he had an injury in the hand. And then obviously he didn't fight other fighters like Tank Davis in 135 pounds, and it seems like, you know, he's not really willing to unify with Richard Hitchens and other boxers in his division like Alberto Puello. So Teofimo Lopez is kind of a duck. In fact, he is a duck.
And then became undisputed at 16 fights. Like,
he was never undisputed. He had the franchise belt, but he was never undisputed.
And I'm only 27. Like, how old is you?
It's been a long time coming for Arnold Barboza.
32 and up.
How come you didn't give a fucking right answer, bro? You still, like, you beat around the bush when they said how come you didn't accept this fight back then. Like,
to be real, I think it's not.
Hey, you know what? You know what? Shout out to Top Rank, bro, for cutting the umbilical cord off and letting your ass crawl finally.
But I never actually had.
Hey, bro, you want to wolf and talk and like you're big and bad, bro, fighting the injured Loma and injured Taylor, bro, like I'm the
crazy.
Yeah, bro, come on, yeah, crazy.
Listen, I'm here, right?
What you do?
I'm Ring Magazine, right?
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm taking that.
Right?
Trust me, I'm taking that Ring Magazine.
They might put you as world, bro, but I got.
It's my last two fights.
Arnold, can you?
But I'm the. And if you're real, like, I ain't gonna be here to discredit none of y'all fighters. Y'all do y'all thing, but I'm the only real ring and WBO world champion in this bitch.
I mean, he said he doesn't want to discredit any champions, but then he talks bad about other boxers. You know, he obviously discredited Keyshawn Davis when he sent him that racist gift that he sent him when he was going to fight against Marinchik. So he says all this crap, but he's a backstabber. He does it behind your back.
Bitch, I am that.
I earned that champ, but we have an undefeated contender here.
Best believe it.
Arnold Barboza.
I'm the only world champion sitting here right now. Only one.
You ain't no world champion, bro. You're fucking
damn right. Yeah, you know what? I'm right. I'm a universe champion, baby.
I heard my shit. I travel. I earn my shit. Hostile territory, bro. You get your shit given to you in a plate.
I haven't seen.
I heard my shit.
Where they at?
Ain't no one doing what I'm doing, bro.
Everybody know how I come.
I'm fighting 3 of the top 5 guys in the past in a 7-month span. call me an old school fighter, bro. I'm fighting a 7-month span of top 3 guys in the division.
Arnold.
Who are you?
Arnold, let me ask you a question. Hold on, guys, hold on. Just let's move on to the second matchup here.
The fuck, I didn't even finish talking, dog.
You want to?
Hey, no one wants to hear you. No one wants to hear you, clown ass, bro.
I'm trying to promote this. Oh, I see what the. Come on, bro. I see what we on, man.
Bro, everyone knows that's why, bro. Everyone
You know what
knows
I'm saying?
Top Rank knows.
Nah, you know why?
Bro, Top Rank don't even want to be here, bro. They're just here because they have to be here. They don't even want to be here to support you.
$30+ million. Damn right they're gonna be here,
matter, bro. It don't matter.
Damn right they're gonna be here.
Don't matter about that.
Money talk, bullshit walk.
Yeah, bro.
And you
but-
full of bullshit.
Hey, bro, but
All right.
hey, don't worry, Top Rank. I'm gonna get those minimums down for you guys. Don't worry about that.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Save a little bit.
Let you go.
Save a little bit. Nah,
I gotta get mine, dog.
It don't work that way, bro.
Save a lot for May 2nd. Save a lot for May
Save that
2nd.
shit. Y'all
All
can
right.
save that up somewhere else, because they ain't gonna hurt. They ain't gonna work over here, yo.
A matchup between Teofimo.
I mean, honestly, Teofimo Lopez is talking all that crap, but Top Rank wanted to get rid of Teofimo Lopez because he's not taking any good fights. I mean, he wasn't taking any top 10 fighters in his division. He wasn't taking on Barboza, but he wasn't also fighting against any top 10 contenders. And it's incredible because he's taking the Steve Claggett or the Jermaine Ortiz, making them go up. And then he thinks he's this like superstar that he can call the shots. He's no superstar. But anyway, a lot of the Teofimo fans are just basically mentally weak and they don't know shit about boxing. So let's get it. Let's go to the next one.
First off, I want to thank Allah, alhamdulillah, for this opportunity. Ramadan Mubarak to all the Muslims all around the world. And I took the year off because, like I said, I was going to. I wanted to spend some time with my family. I just had a baby, stuff like that. So I wanted to rest and recover. And I wanted to come back when I felt it was the right time. And but when I came back, I wanted to fight the best fighters in the world. I didn't want to just face any regular Joe Blow. I wanted to fight a two-time world champion like Jose Ramirez, and that's why we picked him.
There are folks who say, Devin, that you were exposed. Even though you can argue, well, it wasn't an even playing field in that first fight with Ryan Garcia. They could say, well, we've never seen Devin Haney hurt like that. We've never seen him down on the canvas. He looked lost in there at times. Do you feel that there are questions that are being asked of you and that Jose Ramirez is going to ask those questions?
Okay, I don't like that question because to say that Devin Haney was exposed is to say that I don't know or I don't care that another boxer has tested positive for PEDs. That's very unfair to ask that question. If you tested positive for PEDs, obviously you're not testing positive for cornflakes. Okay, you're testing positive for an illegal substance in your body. So to say you got exposed, how can a man be exposed when the other person was cheating? There's a lot of Latino racists. Honestly, these type of questions made me kind of question, how racist are many of these Latinos. But anyway, let's listen.
And you can answer them in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I fought somebody on PEDs, so that's how that fight was. But we move forward, and now as the world wants to see what Devin Haney is going to show up, and I'll look to give everybody all those answers on May 2nd.
All right.
And now for the two quietest fighters on the dais. The salt.
All right, and finally,
It seems
it's going to be Ryan Garcia and Rolando Romero.
like Ryan's saying that you were kind of clout chasing, calling them out back in the day, but that's what young fighters do. But you do more than just talk on social media. I know you're a good interview. You move the needle. You got personality, but you're a former junior welterweight champion, and you've done a lot. Even though you didn't have that extensive amateur background like everybody else up here has.
I mean, if I was cloud chasing, he would have had cloud. He didn't have cloud at that moment. He didn't have anything. So, but it's just sparring. We're gonna see in the real fight in the ring on May 2nd, and we're gonna make it a big fight. We're gonna make it one of the biggest fights in U.S. history, and that's for sure.
Can you talk to us just a little bit about how important this fight is to you? I mean, is this the most important fight of your career, even though there's not a world title on the line for it? You're fighting one of the most popular fighters in the sport right now.
No, we're fighting for a WBA. For WBA
Is
regular.
it the full world title?
No, it's the regular.
I'm sorry, guys. I just recognized the Ring Magazine title, but you guys are real. You guys are real fighters. You guys are You guys, it's a very good.
Hey, Turkey, I am your champion, by the way. Ring Magazine, I am your champion.
We don't give a fuck what you
Your
are, bro.
Excellency, I am your champion.
No, we don't give a fuck, bro. I'm tired of hearing this shit. We don't give a
Boxing,
fuck.
baby, you gotta
We gonna
respect
run
the
that
ordinance.
too. Promise I'm gonna get
1600 PCE.
enough of this shit.
I'm so boring. You guys are talking so
Shut the
polite
fuck
to
up.
each
Yeah,
other.
that's how we keeping it.
You guys are all talking so
loud, bro.
politely, man.
We gonna
What
run
the
that.
fuck is
Remember that.
this?
We're gonna run that.
Yeah,
I like it.
I hope, but like, bring it in.
Percent.
And we talked about you going into that first fight with Devin Haney and all the chaos, and you admitted you were not at 100%. There was drinking, there was smoking. You could have been in better shape, and you told me.
So it is interesting how Teofimo Lopez just tries to, pretend like he's the real deal. Then Ryan Garcia, obviously he's trying to tell him to shut up. I'm happy somebody told him to shut up. I wish it would have been Devin Haney. But I don't like this question either, because the person who's asking the question is basically assuming that, Ryan Garcia was just drunk and, out of shape and smoking. Well, he was also doing PEDs. Why don't you bring that to the conversation, knowing that he tested positive, right? 2 times from BADA and also another time from the New York State Athletic Commission. So 3 times. So it's not just about smoking and drinking. He also tested positive for PEDs, okay? But I don't know why he didn't bring that up, but he's just focusing on drinking and smoking, which is something that other boxers have done in the past, which is not really a big deal. But the real concern is, basically doing foul play and cheating. That's what you need to watch out. And no kid should be cheating in any sport.
You got that out of the way. You're not drinking and you're not smoking. Do you have a renewed dedication to boxing and a renewed vigor for boxing? Because you're going to be fighting Rolando Romero, but I feel like you got Devin Haney in your sights, and it looks like you've got Teofimo Lopez in your sights.
Well, yeah, I want to be great. I've always wanted to fight the best fighters in the sport. As far as, my problems outside the ring, I've always had those problems. I don't know who else struggles with stuff like that, but that's just something I was struggling with. And, I want to just show everybody that you could come back from anything. And I want to show my dedication to the sport and just be a true professional. I admit my wrongs, and I don't want anybody to, take my actions of drinking and smoking before the fight and try.
Yeah, not just drinking and smoking, doing PEDs, which is worse.
Think that's a way to handle yourself as a professional. So I came here to change that, and this is my first fight to get respect back, and then prove everybody that it wasn't a fluke, and I'm ready to do it.
You inspire us all, Brian.
The last time we saw Ryan Garcia here.
All right, so we heard about, we heard the 6 fighters talk, except for Jose Ramirez. But it's going to be an interesting. It's going to be an interesting card. A lot of the boxers here, they already have issues with one another. Devin Haney has issues with Teofimo Lopez, with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia could have fought also against Teofimo Lopez. I think the offer was for $1 million. Teofimo Lopez, I don't think likes Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney. He definitely doesn't want to fight either or. Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia at least fought, but Teofimo Lopez has never wanted that smoke. And then Aaron Barbosa really does not like Teofimo Lopez. And then Jose Ramirez is probably the most moderate one out of all of them, because he doesn't have beef with anybody. But it will be interesting to see what happens. And then Rolando Romero, after he was humbled by Pitbull Cruz, well, now he's kind of changed a little bit. But I think Rolando Romero and Ryan Garcia should not be fighting, because that's a terrible fight. Rolando Romero should not be getting any fights right now. He hasn't done anything to the sport. Yes, he is commercially viable. He is a boxer that generates pay-per-views, but you need to deserve to get fights, and you have to be fighting consistently against hard opposition. They don't have to be commercial. You just have to fight, dangerous fighters to deserve that. But that's, in this day and age of boxing, a lot of these boxers pick which boxers they want to fight against, and that's the problem with the sport right now. But we'll see what happens. We still have a couple months for these fights to materialize, and I think that's it's going to be interesting. All right, give us a like, subscribe, and become part of our community. All right, space.
Night Wolf wins.